Alright, hey there Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to another episode of the Spyro's a Hero Still Let's Play. If you didn't miss out during the last one, well, we just went and battled out with the Neptune over here at the Coastal Remains, and also as well, we got ourselves with a brand new attack known as the Water Breath attack. Well, that Water Breath attack is going to be somewhat important if I want to go and continue onwards with the Coastal Remains and pick up with the last bit of the other different Dragon Eggs, and also with the Light Gems that are going to be here. But for right now, what we're going to go and do is head on into a brand new area known as the Icy Wilderness, and I believe there is going to be some voice acting segments that are going to happen because we are going to be going and meeting up with Red once again, so I'll let you guys enjoy it.
I cannot believe this. What is going on around here? Do I have to deal with Spyro myself? He'll be on his way here looking for me soon. Let me think. Yes, I suppose I could always release my other guardian. Aldred has quite a few tricks up his sleeve that will give Smarty Pants Spyro a run for his money. Now, you big lumbering dollop, stand guard over there and make sure nobody gets past you. If you let me down, you know what will happen.
Well, that looks pretty scary. We got ourselves with some sort of big, huge, gigantic mammoth.
Spyro, now here you are on the beautiful but cold Icy Wilderness. You should head to the Ice Citadel and try to find the Elder there. They may be able to tell you where Red is hiding.
Alright, so it seems like we got ourselves at least some bit of some sort of ejector round out here in the Icy Wilderness, but I believe what I am going to be doing is that I'm not going to be actually going and heading off over towards into that Citadel area, because we're going to go and check out with another different part around with our time of the Icy Wilderness, since this area is somewhat pretty big. But I have to say, for me personally, is that I absolutely enjoy this type of area, because I just love how it just feels like all type of like Christmassy and everything that is just happening around out here. It just kind of feels like a nice type of good game to like play something like during it, well, within like the holidays and whatnot that happens here. But anyways, if you guys have been enjoying out here so far within Spyro's a Hero Tale, make sure that you guys go and hit a subscribe on there, and not only that, but also leave a like and also a comment down below to show your support for everything that has been going on out here within the series and all that stuff. And also, if you want to go and get yourself notified with anything that's going to be happening, such as live streams, such as with Pikmin 4, since we of course are going to be doing that on Twitch, and also as well, if you guys want to go and check out on Mario and Luigi's Bowser's Inside Story, you guys can also go and check that out as well. Those happen on Monday and Tuesday, Monday being Pikmin 4, and also with everything on Mario and Luigi's Bowser's Inside Story, that will also be on Tuesday. So yes, if you guys just went and just saw right there, I kind of went and just showed you guys exactly where we need to go, and that is going to be heading into the lower part of our time of the Icy Wilderness and do some exploring around within this type of area. Now, I want to say that there is going to be a Blink mission that we are going to be going and doing throughout this episode. And I think we're going to have to go through a little bit of some different obstacles to get ourselves with the first of many of the different light gems that we're going to have to go and find. Which I believe also in turn, I think during, around within that type of little puzzle segment that we have to go through, I believe I also go and find ourselves with our first of many of the different Dragon Eggs as well. So here's one of the different dark gems. You can go and basically stop around with the falling snow right there, and you can go and continue onwards within the path direction from here, and there it is. And there you go. You could actually be able to go and talk it over to Blink here.
Meet again, Spyro. I'm looking forward to exploring in this area. I'm always up for a challenge. Underground in tight spaces and freezing cold. I love it. Should I explore below ground?
Alright, and there we go. So it looks like Blink is going to be exploring underground within this type of level. Now, there was another level with Blink, and that was back over at the Coastal Remains, which we never really got to go and try out yet. And I know exactly where that minigame is going to be. I believe it's actually somewhere located back in the part where I think we used a dark gem before, and it actually opened up a fork in the road, which that created a whole bunch of like different type of stone paths and whatnot. Well, I didn't really go and head into that one because I didn't know exactly what we're going to be getting ourselves into, and that is same that goes out here for within the Icy Wilderness as well, because this area seems a little bit difficult, because I believe I had to go and do a little bit of some editing here and there within this part of the episode because of the amount of just the sheer of well, I want to say the sheer of annoyingness that has been literally happening within this area, because you guys will see the reason why within a few seconds, because if you guys kind of saw for like a split second, there is like those annoying worm guys that are up there. Well, they like to go and spew all that annoying type of green sludge all over the place, and you really want to be careful around out there, because if you're not too careful, you will get yourself into a game over with those guys, and I have been getting myself into quite a bit of game overs with those type of creatures, but that's not going to happen until I want to say a little bit later throughout this little mission out here. And the one thing that really annoys me is that I can only be able to get myself only just 1 out of the 5 of these annoying little dark crystals, because if you guys remember when we went to play through the Blink levels before, it was actually somewhat relatively easy the first time around within the Crocodile Swamp. Went around into that whole entire area, found a light gem and also a dragon egg within the same exact type of spot. Well, around over here though, things can get pretty crazy, and now heading up all the way into this type of spot here, there is a segment where you kind of have to make a jump, where you have to like head into one of the little glacier platforms that are around. Well, I unfortunately missed that spot, but I think I had to do some editing just around within this type of area, I want to say around here, because every time I kept on slipping off the side, because if you guys don't know, well, since we are in somewhat of a snowy region, there is going to be ice everywhere, and it's just going to create so much of a problem. So yeah, so there was that quick edit right there, and I believe this is going to be the part where I actually do somewhat continue around within our time, and I did find one of the small little crystals right there, so I had to go and kind of place around another one of those bombs, which if you guys do recall, those are the type of bombs that needs to get to be used within those guys so that they can be able to go destroy everything. So that's how we need to go and take care of those dudes. Now, just recently, I am almost about to be finished with the One Piece Whole Cake Island arc, which I am very excited because I can't wait till I go and watch the actual final season of One Piece to go and watch on season 20. Like, I have to say, like, so far, that Whole Cake Island arc is one of my favorite arcs, I want to say, by far within the One Piece series, and, I know that originally before I used to have like one of my favorite type of arcs from the One Piece type of series from the anime, and that used to be the whole Impel Down series, which I really did like everything around with that, because I always liked that arc so much, is because of just the sheer type of stuff that happens, because with Luffy and the crew, they had to go through each of the different type of areas within the whole entire prison itself, just for just to go and see like what all the type of craziness is going to be happening around out there. So yeah, so this is where things become really annoying, because this area here in particular is that with those type of weird creatures that are spewing out all that green stuff, those weird worm guys, they are everywhere here, and this is where I just went and almost was just raging really hard around with it within my time, because this was just such an annoying area. Because even if you go and try to knock out with some of the other different enemies that are trying to fire at you, you still have to go and bow out with those annoying type of weird sludge, with everything that has to go on with those worm guys there. So at some point, I think I decided that at some point I was just gonna be like, just say no, and I don't really want to have to go through it. So yeah, so now I kind of figured out that, you know what, maybe I should probably go and start trying to knock out with some of those guys there, and maybe try to get at least a little bit of a better, a much better type of way within our time. And let's see, and yeah, and also too, not only that, but even if I want to try and shoot down those guys that are kind of walking like underneath like the platform that I have to go and crawl around, they are like completely impenetrable, it seems like, to the actual thing itself. So now I don't know how many other times that we have to go see through this yet, but I try to give it my darndest throughout this way, but at some point I decide to at least go and do something else. Now, I want to say, later on, we actually do get to go and dive into another type of hunter mission. Yeah, and then I completely went and slipped off the side. Yeah, that was just absolutely lovely. Yeah, unfortunately, sometimes my Xbox controller can act a little bit weird, so even when I try to go and jump, sometimes it kind of makes me, like, slip off the side, which it gets, like, really annoying. But everything seems fine for now, which it looks fine here. But let's just go keep on heading on over a little bit more, but it's not gonna work. Yeah, so that's what I just decided to say. You know what? Nope, I'm not gonna do it. And we're gonna go ahead back at Spyro. We'll come back to that on another time, even if I want to do that off recording, just so that I won't have to go through all that annoying type of stuff any more than it has to be. But there was one other area, which I believe that we have not actually went and checked out just yet, and I think we're gonna head on over towards 2 there. And I think there was like 2 different pathways, and I think we went and passed one of them from before, so we had to go and try and figure out how we need to go and do it from here, which is actually not all that too hard, because if you just kind of just follow where the enemies are going to be, they will normally take you right to the next destination. So yeah, so I already went and knocked out with that guy. Now we just have to go and just jump onto the platform that's just right in front of us there. And then you should be able to see that there's a whole bunch of these type of big, huge, gigantic platforms that are just showing up around within this type of part here. And yeah, and also too, if you guys do recall, we do now also have an extra health bar for Sparks. So now I believe Sparks can actually get injured, I think 5 times instead of 4 times. So it's pretty nice. So we don't ever have to go really worry about having that type of situation anymore. But if you guys are actually curious around what the next boss is actually going to be tackling around out here within like the main part of like everything that's going to happen within the different 3 worlds that we have to go and tackle with, I believe we have to go and battle out with Red, but I think it's like a different form of Red. I don't think we're actually be battling, I think, Red his true self. I don't think. I believe that will be probably in the last big world that we're gonna have to go and jump into, because technically we actually do have, I think, roughly around 6 more other worlds left, because I know that there's a total of 3 in each type of world, and since there is like 2 other big worlds, there's like 3 each different little split areas that we still have to go and check around with. So there's like a total of 6. So if I could go and at least conquer out with these 3 worlds and then do the other 3 worlds, then we're basically all good to go. Now within these 2 videos for today, I want to say there is another Yokai Watch episode for you guys. So you will be able to go and watch 2 different Yokai Watches, watch for episode 2 there. So hope you guys do go and check it on that. And I know that episode 1 is already going to be out as well, so you guys should go and check that out too. Very excited to actually go into Yokai Watch. Never actually went and played this game before. I believe it is going to be a blind let's play, so I never actually went and ever got to see any type of gameplay or anything at all whatsoever, and I'm just going into a blind. I know a little bit about, like, I want to say how the game is supposed to be. It's like almost like a Animal Crossing type of Pokemon hybrid game, which it looks really cool, and it got me a little bit interested on wanting me to actually go and try out the game for the channel. And if you guys don't know, I am going to be taking a little bit of break of everything that's going to be happening on with the actual series itself. With everything that's going on with Pokemon, and I wanted to go and try out something a little bit different and go for Yokai instead. Now, if I am going to be really enjoying throughout the Yokai series, I wouldn't mind actually going and playing a Yokai Watch 2, or even playing the 3rd one, which I think that would also be really cool. So I hope you guys will go and enjoy out with that. Now, I think as well too, with the Yokai Watch, I will be nicknaming after you guys, the viewers. So for the Prox Gaming Crew. So if you guys are ever interested on actually commenting on any of the videos for Yokai Watch, I will go and make sure to give you guys a certain nickname. And if you guys, if I actually go for that certain type of yokai on the team, I will go and put you onwards within the squad and see what will happen from there. So far, I think we got ourselves a total of 5 members so far. So yeah, so I have like Barker Gaming, I have Silverhawk, I have King Ismail, and really cool, awesome guys there. And if you guys haven't checked out anybody of those channels, you guys should go ahead and do so. Great people, and they make great, awesome content all the way around. And you guys should always go and check out all their stuff there if you guys are interested on what they do. But anyways, let's go and try at least hopefully go and move on a little bit forward throughout here. Now, I want to say majority of this next part, I'm going to say it's going to be all, I think, voice acting segments here. So at some point, we are going to have to go and meet up with that Mammoth once again and see what the heck is going to be happening along with their time. So just have to watch out for this dude again, because I know that I went and got myself injured, I think, before from this guy, right? Or was that another different area? I can't really recall, because I know that those guys kind of like to show up here and there. Now this part can be a little bit tricky, so you just kind of have to time this out properly, and if you can do it, you should at least be somewhat fine. And I think I'm going to go for it right now. There we go. And just like that, flew across from that side. Looks like we got ourselves all saved up, and there is another money bags area if you want to go and spend out on anything from him. But we're almost done with the bottom side. Almost done with everything that we need to do here soon. And then we can go and say that we got everything all cleared up around within this part. So yeah, I think you guys just already went and saw that I think I got both the dragon egg and also with the light gem within this part. So not too shabby there. So at least we're starting off somewhat pretty much good. We got one of each of everything by now. So yeah, so now Trina's going to say that there is going to be some icy patches here. And unfortunately with those type of icy patches, while we have to go and walk through those, it's going to be impossible for us to go and do any type of double jumping. It is going to be very slow within those patches there. But however, everything's all fine and dandy. And I think we're just almost about to be heading on over into where that mammoth guy is going to be, because he should be showing up here pretty soon.
You must be Spyro the dragon. Red, tell me to stop you.
Oh, fat chance. I've beaten bigger baddies than you. All I have to do is run around you a few times while I figure out your weakness. Then I just hit you 3 times and... Hunter, it's me, Sparks.
Sparks? Hey, what are you doing here? And where's Spyro?
It all started when we ran into this elephant, only it wasn't really an elephant. He had hair all over his body.
Okay, right, I see. Yeah, Harry. Oh no! They got Spyro? We have to rescue him before it's too late!
But what if it's already too late?
Relax, buddy. Spyro's still alive. I know, because if he weren't, we'd be going back to a previous save. I rock.
Yeah, so it's actually kind of funny. I just love how the fact is that with Hunter, he kind of went and broke the fourth wall there.
Hey, it's not my old pal, Hunter. What are you doing in these parts?
Oh, hey, Bentley. Yeah, I'm just passing through. I'm on a mission to rescue Spyro. He's gone and got himself captured. How you doing?
Some Yetis from the neighborhood chased me out of my house, but I don't want to bore you. You're busy looking for Spyro.
Oh, cool. Okay, then. Are you sure you're okay, Bentley? I could go in there with my bows and arrows and get rid of him for you.
Oh, would you, old pal? I would be very grateful. My cave is through there, and you'll have to climb the wall to reach it. But you've got to be careful. There's quite a few bad guys, and they're very tough. If you get rid of all the Yetis, I'll give you a reward.
Alright, well, I think for right now, it's a good enough time for me to go and just end off with the episode for today. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one for when we go and do some more stuff with Hunter here. So I'll see you guys then, and of course, peace!